What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Shake Sales. Today, we're going to talk with Andrew of LeadHype and really digging into his journey and building his agency. And I know cold email outbound sales is always a theme that sits in these videos. It's a key part of it. Andrew, welcome, dude.
Hey, thanks, man. Thanks for the invite here.
So let's jump in. So what were you doing before you started LeadHype? Like, how'd you start the agency? How did it come about?
Long story short, I was really starting my direct marketing into real estate, like off-market property lead gen. I started using direct mail. That was my first ever type of marketing campaign. Yellow letters, hey, would you like to sell your house for cash? And long story short, I transitioned from that to offering finance, real estate finance to real estate investors. And just, started cold emailing them to offer financing. And because I was generating so many leads in the cold email space, people paid me to run cold email lead gen campaigns for them. And I found out that, I was pretty good at it. So.
Nice. And so is that how you just got your, people oh, you're good. Like, this is how you got started in terms of getting your first couple clients?
Yeah, basically, we're using Mailshake actually. And, back then one client would have 5 email accounts. They wouldn't need, dozens or hundreds or thousands. And, we, got a handful of done for you clients and turned it into an agency.
Nice. Awesome. So it reminds me of my journey. That was kind of similar. It's like, you kind of know when there's a fit when people are just asking you and willing to pay you money to do certain things, right? And you're like, okay, see if it's repeatable. So, okay, what happened? What happened after that? So you got a couple clients. These are probably people or you ran into.
Yeah.
How did you go from a couple to, your first 10, 20, 30?
Well, I think that was, somewhat easy. I got lucky and grew a Facebook group, to cold email closers. I grew it to, 10,000 people right now. And I was able to build authority there. And I just got really good at, running campaigns and running really large scale campaigns. And, kind of just made made a name for myself doing that. And the problem that we had was being able to take on more clients, because after a certain tier, you could only handle so many clients before something breaks. Like the best, example I could give is if you're still communicating with your team, using Slack instead of a task management platform. I'm sure you have a SaaS, you guys probably have sprints going, so it's just, that was one of the biggest things that we had to learn and over time is, proper operations and stuff like that. So, we kept growing and growing to the point where we have, our largest client has, 400 of their clients with us. So, managing the operations of that, now is much easier today because we have our operations, organized pretty well, thanks to my business partner. So
nice. There's always somebody in there. So that's not you. You're not the guy who's like keeping organized.
No, well, we have different roles. He's an automation specialist. So he's, very good at what he does and automating. He's a full stack developer. So he would develop features for platforms before they existed because he would need to automate something. He would just create his own tool to to upload lists, for example, and everything like that. So,
nice.
Yeah. Sorry for veering off topic here on you.
No worries. No, I mean, there's always, I think that's important. So this episode is really about building, your agency. What's key to building an agency is somebody who can keep the wheels on and keep things going, is process oriented, and not just somebody, a process, systems, things in place, pen and paper and keeping things in your brain. Probably worked for a couple of clients. I don't know, maybe 6 months. And then you just you're running with your hair on fire. So getting to couple dozen clients was easy, but what did you do to get from that to, where you're at right now? Like scalable channels to grow for you.
Well, like you said, it's really figuring out the work that you actually do and figuring out who can do the task for you. Stop focusing on you doing the task, and if you're become a little self-aware of what you're doing throughout the day, and you're able to say, oh, someone else on my team can handle that, or we have to hire someone new to handle that. How much would it cost? You just learn over time your best use of time isn't doing certain tasks. Your best skill set, probably at the end of the day is strategy or something, but it's probably not, admin tasks, for example. So.
Right. Yeah. So really focusing on the thing that you're good at and what you're maybe most valuable at versus trying to do everything, right? Like I'm sure we could all operate the agency. You could probably manage clients, run campaigns, do all the gambit, but that might not be exactly where your skill set or highest leverage skill set would be, right? What's the thing that you do that, others can't?
Yeah. Is it affordable to, pay someone else to handle a task? And they might even do it better than you, because they have more attention. So it's really about, for us documenting everything, making sure that I don't have to do it. If there's something that's going to be done over and over again, it's best to, learn how to do it, master it, but then always, train someone how to take over. Otherwise, you're the only one that could do it, which you're the bottleneck now.
Gotcha. That makes sense. And we were talking before this, you're offline about kind of you built the agency, cold email agency, using cold emails itself, right?
Yeah.
Tell me a little bit about that. Is that still working for you?
Yeah, Yeah. Our main lead source is cold email that we run for our own cold email agency. You'd be surprised how many cold email agencies need help generating clients, but there's unlimited opportunity as long as you are creative enough about it. There's so many, there's no reason you can't go out today and not run a successful campaign if you at least try. So
nice. Awesome.
Try it 3 times.
Right. And I'm assuming you're going after specific customers or segments and you're a laser focused ICP.
Personally, no. Like I said, we have such a broad range of clients. Anything that you can imagine, we've managed. We manage a ton of email accounts, and over like 10,000 of them, and for a long time we've been doing that, and it just comes down to operations. Like, does the client need a list? Does the client need copy? Are we managing the sending? Who's responsible for this? Who's responsible for that? And we're able to make pretty good campaigns for people at a scalable rate. I'm sure that's not pretty easy.
Gotcha. Cool. Anything else people should know or anything you want to share about kind of the journey? What's like? Maybe tell me about what's next. What's kind of the next couple of years look like?
Next step is continue to master operations. My dream has always been to run unlimited amount of email campaigns or marketing campaigns, with a good team behind me. So, the whole campaign could be delegated. We're pretty close to that point, allowing us to free up our time to, find new ventures, like you did, after leaving your agency and going into the SaaS space.
Love it. Yeah. Kind of more free up and systemize things. That's great. Appreciate it. Where can people go to hire you guys, learn more, follow along?
Oh, just go to LeadHype.com. We have a Facebook group, Cold Email Closers, as well. So
Love it.
pleasure. Thanks for the invite.
Yeah, thanks. That's great.